Hey everyone, and welcome to Mind Haven Echoes of Hope for Every Heart. This is our very first long-form video, and I'm so glad you're here. Today we're diving into a topic that touches us all, yet often stays hidden in the shadows. It's mental health. It's a conversation many shy away from, but it's one of the most important we can have, because your mind, it matters. We live in a world that's constantly on the go, a world that often celebrates strength and resilience, and those are wonderful things. But sometimes in our pursuit of appearing strong, we forget that it's okay not to be okay. We forget that our mental well-being is just as crucial, if not more, than our physical health. Part 1. The Invisible Struggle. Why Silence Hurts. For too long, there's been a heavy blanket of silence surrounding mental health. It's often whispered about, or worse, completely ignored. This silence stems from many places: fear of judgment, shame, misunderstanding, or simply not knowing how to talk about it. But this silence, it's incredibly damaging. It makes us feel alone, isolated, and like we're the only ones struggling. I remember reading a story online from someone we'll call Sarah. Sarah had what looked like the perfect life. A great job, a loving family, always smiling in photos. But inside, she was battling severe anxiety and depression. Every day felt like a performance. She was terrified that if anyone knew the truth, they'd see her as weak or a failure. This fear kept her from reaching out, and the weight of her secret became heavier and heavier. It wasn't until a breaking point when a close friend gently asked, "Are you truly okay?" that she finally started to open up. That one question, that one moment of someone seeing past the facade was her first step towards healing. Sarah's story isn't unique. So many of us put on a brave face, but beneath the surface there's a quiet battle raging. Part 2. What even is mental health? Debunking myths. So what exactly are we talking about when we say mental health? It's not just about mental illness. It's about our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. It also helps determine how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. Think of it like this: just as we have physical health, we also have mental health. And just like our physical health can fluctuate, so can our mental health. Mythbuster 1. It's all in your head, just snap out of it. This is one of the most damaging myths. Mental health conditions are real medical conditions, not a sign of weakness or a character flaw. They can be caused by a complex interplay of genetics, brain chemistry, life experiences, and trauma. You wouldn't tell someone with a broken leg to just walk it off, would you? The same understanding applies to mental health. Citation: the National Institute of Mental Health, NIMH, a leading federal agency for mental disorder research, clearly states that mental illnesses are common and treatable and involve changes in thinking, emotion, or behavior. They emphasize that these are not merely personal failings. Mythbuster 2. Seeking help means you're crazy. Absolutely not. Seeking help is a sign of incredible strength and self-awareness. It means you prioritize your well-being and you're brave enough to take steps toward feeling better. We see doctors for physical ailments, so why should mental health be any different? Part 3. Understanding common challenges, their signs. Let's touch on a few common mental health challenges many people face. This isn't an exhaustive list, but it covers some of the most prevalent. A. Anxiety. Everyone feels anxious sometimes, like before a big presentation or a job interview. That's normal. But for some, anxiety becomes a constant, overwhelming presence. It can manifest as excessive worry, panic attacks, restlessness, difficulty concentrating, or even physical symptoms like a racing heart or stomach upset. There was a user, Mark, who described his anxiety as a constant hum in the background of his life. It was always there, making simple tasks feel monumental. Going to the grocery store could feel like preparing for battle. He'd meticulously plan his road, his purchases, and even his exit strategy, all to avoid potential triggers. he shared how exhausting it was to live with that constant vigilance. It wasn't until he started therapy that he learned techniques to turn down that hum, giving him moments of true peace he hadn't experienced in years. B. Depression. Depression is more than just feeling sad. It's a persistent feeling of sadness, loss of interest or pleasure in activities, changes in appetite or sleep, fatigue, feelings of worthlessness or guilt, and difficulty concentrating. It can drain your energy and make even getting out of bed feel impossible. C. Stress burnout. In our fast-paced world, stress is almost unavoidable. But chronic unmanaged stress can lead to burnout, affecting your physical and mental health. Signs include emotional exhaustion, cynicism, reduced personal accomplishment, and overwhelming fatigue. When to seek help, key indicators. How do you know if what you're feeling is something you should seek help for? Look for these signs: significant changes in mood, behavior, or personality that last for more than a few weeks. Difficulty functioning in daily life, at work, school, or in relationships. Withdrawal from social activities and hobbies you once enjoyed. Changes in sleep patterns or appetite that are persistent. Unusual or illogical thinking or hallucinations. Feelings of hopelessness, worthlessness, or thoughts of self-harm. If you or someone you know is in immediate danger, please reach out to emergency services or a crisis hotline immediately. Part 4. Breaking the Cycle: Steps Towards Healing. The good news is, mental health conditions are treatable and recovery is absolutely possible. Breaking the silence is the first crucial step. Step 1. Talk about it. This might be the hardest step, but it's the most powerful. Share what you're going through with a trusted friend, family member, partner, or colleague. Just saying the words out loud can lift a tremendous weight. Remember Sarah's story? That one question from her friend opened the door. Be that door for someone and dare to walk through it yourself. Step 2. Educate yourself. Understanding what you're experiencing can be incredibly empowering. Reputable organizations like the World Health Organization, WHO, Mental Health America, MHA, and the National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI, offer a wealth of information and resources. Knowledge helps demystify mental health and reduce stigma. Step 3. Practice self-care. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. This looks different for everyone, but it can include mindfulness and meditation, physical activity, healthy eating and sleep habits, connecting with nature, engaging in hobbies, and most importantly, setting boundaries. Step 4. Seek professional help. If your struggles persist or feel overwhelming, professional help is available and highly effective. This could include therapy, counseling, medication prescribed by a psychiatrist or doctor, and support groups. Part 5. Resources and hotlines. You are not alone, you are not alone. Reaching out is a brave step, and there are people ready to listen. Here are some invaluable resources. The 988 Suicide Crisis Lifeline, USA. Call or text 988, available 24/7. Crisis Text Line, USA. Text home to 741741. The NAMI Helpline. Call 1-800-940-NAMI 62264, Mine, UK. Samaritans, UK, Ireland. Call 16123 for free. A quick online search for your region's hotline will also provide specific resources. So what's your role in breaking the silence? 1. Speak up. If you're struggling, find someone you trust and talk about it. Your voice is powerful. 2. Listen up. If someone confides in you, listen without judgment. 3. Educate others. Challenge stigma when you hear it. 4. Practice compassion. Be kind to yourself and to others. You never know what battles someone else is fighting. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Have you experienced mental health challenges? What helped you? How do you support others? Your stories can be a source of strength and inspiration for our community. The journey with mental health can be challenging, but it is a journey you don't have to walk alone. Every conversation we have, every act of kindness, every hand we reach out sends an echo of hope into the world. Remember Sarah and Mark and countless others who found their way back to themselves. Their stories and yours are testaments to the incredible resilience of the human spirit. Even in the darkest moments, there is light, there is hope. It might feel like a tiny flicker at first, but with support, understanding, and self-compassion, that flicker can grow into a blazing flame. Your mind matters, your feelings are valid. You are worthy of help, healing, and happiness. Let's continue to break the silence, one conversation, one act of kindness, one echo of hope at a time. Thank you for being here.